Hello, my name is Mayleen Mercado. I am a nursing student and I'm going to be administrating an IV today on my patient. So the first thing I want to do is I want to check the medication, so the IV fluid. I want to make sure that it matches the doctor's orders, the name. I want to see that the expiration date is still good. And more importantly, I do want to check the patient and make sure that this IV has to be administered to my patient. So I'm going to go with the doctor's orders and I'm going to introduce myself, say hello, I'm going to be hanging your IV today, and I'm going to just check to make sure that the doctor's orders matches the patient and that this IV is going to be administered to my patient. So I'm going to wash my hands, put on my gloves.
I'm going to scrub the hub here. I will scrub the hub where we'll be connecting the IV treatment. Everything is clean.
Okay, I have my central line and I have my IV already. So the first thing I want to do is take out my IV fluid. Take out my central line. I would open up the packaging, be sterile, everything would be sterile. I want to stretch out my IV line.
Now I'm going to do 20 drops per minute.
I'm going to just stretch it out. Make sure that everything is okay with my IV line. Okay. So everything looks okay. So now I'm going to take my IV fluid. I'm going to inspect it for any particles, any cloudiness, maybe any holes before I attempt to spike it and hang it and insert it into the patient. So I'm going to remove the cap. Without touching the tip because it's sterile. The cap I would put on top of a sterile surface, and I would not recap my IV fluid with that cap. Remove the cap of the tip of the chamber, and I want to spike my IV. I want to make sure that I do not touch the spike. So I'm just spiking my IV. Okay, and then I'm gonna invert my IV line. Invert it. Now I'm gonna hang it. Okay.
Alright, so that was 20 drops in 1 minute.
Now there's some, I want to make sure that I pump the chamber and prime my line. So I'm going to pump the chamber about halfway. And I'm going to prime the line. So I'm going to make sure that I do not touch the tip part of my line because it is sterile. Okay. I'm going to just hold the cap and I'm going to just prime my line. Okay. I want to make sure that get rid of all my air bubbles. Okay, I'm gonna just hang this a little low. It seems like it's not. So I'm gonna make sure there's no air bubbles, and there isn't, so now I'm gonna shut off the valve. I'm gonna recap this. I just wanna inspect the line one more time, make sure that there's no air bubbles. There isn't. I'm gonna inspect the patient's IV area to make sure that there's no redness, no drainage, or any swollenness before I place the IV. So I'm gonna scrub the hub. And I'm gonna connect the line. So that's connected to the patient. Now I'm gonna disconnect it because I don't want the liquid when I run the line and I calculate the drops for it to drip all over since it's not a real human. So we'll pretend that it's connected to the patient. Okay. Pretend that's connected, and now I'm gonna time my drops, and I'm gonna try to do 20 drops per minute. Okay, I'll start at 30. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,